Foxborough.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Jones.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Patriots had 5 and 9 on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Jones.
Completes this one to Thornton.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 empty, pace. 11 empty.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
11 MC tank. 11 MC tank.
Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Burrow on play action. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air again, Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run again with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Got his man. It's Thornton. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. looking to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And back deep, Daxton Hill.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11
Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Gun.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Oh, what a move. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go, here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Look here, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
McPherson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. They've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Harris running straight ahead. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Second down at 4.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They hand this off to Harris. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bengals grab it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team, because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
17. Patriots, nothing. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Mixing up the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Gun. Got. 11 Thomas.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They go play action here on first down.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And caught by Henry.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
It's now fourth down.
Jones throwing on fourth down.
Out left and complete to Thornton. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Jones.
That's complete yet again to Thornton.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing Jones.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now Jones to throw on third down, escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
On fourth down, Jones. Parker's got it. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go, here we go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Nixon will try the right side. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Rolling to his right. Open man, the tight end, Henry.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Jones.
This one swung outside to Strong.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Here we go. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now Burrow.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On 2.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
11 minus.
Burrow will throw. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Here's Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Here we go.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 11 coming. 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here we go. 12, 11.
First down. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Jones throw taken in by Thornton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Jones. And this is caught. It's Parker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for Cincinnati, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the